Today we're gonna make a Georgian specialty from the country of Georgia, not the state of Georgia. It's called Khachapuri. It is a cheesy pizza, essentially, that's got eggs on it and delicious cheese blend cooked in an air fryer and oven, however you choose to cook it. Are you ready? I am ready. Today, this dish is my first time making it. It's gonna be great. I have no doubt about it. First thing we need to do though is get a cheese blend together. We are using a combination of mozzarella and provolone. I've already shredded. In there it goes. We've also got some crumpled feta cheese. This is gonna give it kind of that funky umami flavor that feta tends to lend to a dish. And last but not least, creamy ricotta. If you don't want to use ricotta, if you don't like ricotta, you can use a cottage cheese. Just make sure it's a small curd cottage cheese. Traditionally, the true Georgian dish calls for farmer's cheese. I had to Google farmer's cheese because I don't live on a farm. And you're just gonna blend this all up. And you wanna make sure and get these all blended up really well. Oh, you know, I could just eat a bowl full of cheese. I'm a glutton sometimes, I swear. We're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper now, just a little bit. And as always, if you don't like salt, don't add salt. You don't like pepper, don't add pepper. You don't like either, don't add either. It's okay, just play with your food and mix that up. My eggs are rocking. Tiny home living. That's what this is. This is my tiny kitchen. I am Annie. Annie's smoking pot. It's my tiny kitchen, but big flavors. We're gonna roll out our pizza dough. Now I am using just a store-bought pizza dough. If you know how to make pizza dough, go for it. You can also make this with a bread dough. That's quite all right as well. It can go either way. I'm doing it on my parchment paper only because this is how big I need it. Here we go. Well, that's just sticky mess. Look at that. And I'm gonna roll this out to about a 1/4 inch thick. And you wanna make it into an oval shape because we're going to roll it into a fun shape. There is something about that where the meaning behind it is little boat, which is why you'll see when we start rolling this dough, we're gonna roll it into a little boat, we hope. This is looking great. Go a little bit more, because you know me and my measurements. I'm totally guessing that this is a 1/4 inch. I think that looks fantastic. Woo! And now we roll. I'm gonna start with this edge here and just roll it towards me. And it's going to be thicker, the rolls in the middle, than on the edges because to make that boat shape. And then this side here, same thing. I'm gonna roll it and pinch as you go because you wanna seal it because you don't want it unrolling in the oven. And then we're gonna roll these ends together and then we're gonna pinch them to create our boat shape. It might not be a perfect boat. Oh, that's not too bad at all if I say so myself. Now we're gonna fill it with our cheese. Now this cheese right here, it's probably more than I'm going to need. As always, nothing goes to waste here. So any leftovers will be used definitely. Oh, I can make a really nice cheese wheel. All right, we're gonna put that right in the boat and smash it down in there. You can use your hands, it's okay. Just make sure you washed them. You want to get it all the way to those edges, but don't go over the edge. Otherwise you're going to end up with a huge mess once it starts cooking. Hit the barge. All right, we're going to put it into the air fryer because that's how I cook here at Annie's Smoking Pot. We're going to go 360 for about 20 minutes. Look who I've got watching over me. I've got Rob. We're going to let that preheat. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this put onto my baking tray. As always, description below is going to be the full recipe of what we've done here. But you know what? This one is so simple to follow along. And you know what? If you make it and you try it with cottage cheese, or if you know what farmer's cheese is, hit me up in those comments below. Let me know, and let me know how yours turned out. And as always, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button and hit that bell. Then you'll never miss an episode. But only if you want to. I don't want to make you do anything you don't want to do, but just do it. My little boat's not looking so boatish. This is the Washington version. It's a barge. In we go. Ooh. That's gonna go for 20 minutes. Then we're gonna take it out. We're gonna make a well in it. We're gonna add eggs in it, put it back in for about another 2 to 3 minutes. As always, full cook time right there for you to tell you exactly how long it took. Are you ready? Ooh. Oh my Lanta. Doesn't that look fantastic? All right, we've got one more thing to do before we get to dig into it. You're gonna make just a little well with a spoon because you know this is hot as the surface of the sun. And you can add as many eggs as you like. Don't add any if you don't want to, it's okay. Just like that. And then we're gonna separate an egg because I just want the yolks. We're gonna plop it right there. One more right there. We're gonna go back in for about 2 to 3 minutes at 360 again for about 2 to 3 minutes. We're done. That looks fantastic. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off this hot pan, hopefully. Oh yeah, look at that. I am gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of chives just because green is pretty and it looks, you know, it's gonna add some flavor, but I am gonna let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes because it is as hot as the surface of the sun and I don't wanna dig into that. So we're gonna let it sit and cool for just a bit. Typically the way you do this is you just grab it, you tear it apart, you slide the crust through the egg and the cheese. I am not a tear apart, slide through type of girl, so I'm going old school and I'm using my pizza cutter. We're just gonna slice off a chunk right there. Oh, and then we're gonna dip it in our egg and we're going in, man. We are going in. Oh. That is so good. You know what, Georgia, I'm coming to you. If this is this good with me making it, I can't even imagine how good it would be with a Georgian grandmother making this for her kids, for her family. It's probably over the top delicious because this is over the top delicious. But you know what? As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!